Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be fairly exciting due to the fact that there will be a pattern change, and I don't think it will be a huge pattern change. However, it will be a big enough pattern change to allow several storms, snowstorms, to affect the eastern part of the nation. And when I mean by eastern part of the nation, it could be areas like the Midwest and the Northeast. There's a potential for a Northeast snowstorm. As you could see right here, there's a chance that this storm, very powerful, 963, that's extremely powerful, heavy winds, strong winds, can shift a little bit into the course, can shift a little bit further inland. And that's the first opportunity. But if you rewind this back, sorry, this isn't working for some reason. Let's just bring it back to 6 hours. There's a second chance for a winter storm. And that winter storm is going to be, as of now, it's going to be affecting Wisconsin and Illinois and Des Moines, Iowa, areas like that. You can see it's starting to get its strength together. And here's some heavy snow. That is 2 to 3 inches of snow per hour. That can leave up to a foot of snow. You can see that circulates in wraparound snow for areas like Illinois, Chicago. And this is the Noreaster, the first chance of a Noreaster. As you can see right now, it shows a lot of rain. However, the models aren't indicating too much cold air, which I think they're wrong, because I think there's going to be much more colder air than they are forecasting as of now, because there's going to be major pattern change when it comes to there's going to be Greenland, there's going to be a ridge and a jet stream across the west, and it's going to be dip down into the eastern United States and back up. So it's going to be something going like this and then back up, and it's going to allow cold air to penetrate into the east. And I think this could turn into snow. But you know what's really interesting about this storm? Look, so you know how most nor'easters track from south to north, or they just go across the northeast coast and into Greenland? Well, this storm is actually, just watch this this red little system, and you can see it's going to be actually tracking south because of the high Greenland block right there. It's going to be blocking it from moving up north. It's going to be tracking south, and until then it moves further up north, you could see. And that will lead to either heavy rainfall, if this is correct, or to some heavy snowfall if the cold air is cold enough to produce snow. Now, this is still too far out to predict, but the first area of concern is this area. I mean, that will lead to a lot of heavy snow. And the National Weather Service and the Weather Channel are not picking up on this. And the reason is even the Canadian model is agreeing with this, and the GFS. And usually those two models are the far out most disagreeable models. And the Canadian model is a little bit less aggressive with this, but the GFS has been showing this for past several model runs. I mean, up to a week and a half ago, it's been not a week, a day and a half ago, it's been already showing this. And it's been consistent, which consistency is key. You can see, I don't think it will be this much, but potentially up to 22 inches in central Wisconsin with this storm. So, again, there's a potential for this. I don't think it will happen, but there's a potential for it. So it just goes to show you that at this point, we really don't know what's going to happen. And you could see it just doesn't leave any much snow in the Northeast because it's going to be all rain. But if we go to the rain amounts, they're going to be also quite significant. Let's go to total accumulated precipitation. You could see some red, almost some dark purple colors across the northeast coast. And if we were to translate that into snow, that would be somewhere around almost 20 inches of snow. So this goes to show you guys that this is going to be a very powerful storm. Either if it's going to be producing snow or rain, it's just going to be powerful in general. So that is a very important key to notice, that it's going to be powerful nevertheless if it's going to be snow or rain. So let's go to the second storm right now. So you can see this is the first, this is just a little cold front that passes through. And this is the second storm where it's taking shape. You could see also very powerful. And it's going to be tracking like a typical nor'easter, except this one is going to be a little bit further off coast. And now you may be wondering, well, how's that a threat? Keep in mind, guys, that this is far out. The weather models are constantly changing. And they have been consistent with this summer around in this area for the past several model runs. And if you remember, guys, anyone that lives in the Northeast, Winter Storm Grayson, it was also supposed to take a track that was similar to this. It was supposed to be out in the west, out into the east coast of the Atlantic. It was supposed to be not affecting areas along the east coast. But then maybe a couple days before the storm actually happened, it suddenly shifted and it brought tons of snow all along the east coast. And I'm not saying that this could happen, that same thing will happen, but there's a potential for that happening. So keep your eyes out, guys. This could be happening. This could be a major potential snowstorm for the Northeast, and in general, a very more active pattern coming up. And if you're wondering how much GFS was showing for the Wisconsin area, let's go check this out, because this is the Kuchera snowfall ratio. So this is gonna be even more accurate than what I showed you earlier. You could see again up to 22 inches of snow in central Wisconsin, central western Wisconsin, but I don't think this will happen. I think, however, that there will be some area in Wisconsin that will receive over a foot of snow. I do think that will be happening, but this has been slowly shifting southwards over the past several model runs. So you never know. It could be southeastern Wisconsin seeing the bulk of the snowfall, in Chicago even, but it's a possibility, guys. So beware. I'll be definitely making an update video on this. So on the Noreaster, that's possible, and this snowstorm right here. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. See you guys on the next episode.